Roasted plantains, fish and pepper sauce is also known as bole in Nigeria, and it is a very popular street food. Today I'll show you how easy it is to make, so let's begin. To start, we're going to make this marinade. I have here some onion, some scotch bonnet, yellow pepper, and some yellow bell peppers to tone down the heat. I also have some garlic and ginger. They've been washed already. Pop into a blender, add a bit of oil and blend until it is smooth. Once this is done, set it aside. Our marinade is ready. Now for the plantains, I'll advise you use semi-ripe plantains. You don't want it to be too ripe, alright? It's been washed already. I'm going to peel and place in a bowl. Drizzle in some oil and then go in with a bit of seasoning. I'm using some adobo seasoning, just a little bit, not too much. You may choose to use salt if you prefer. Now once that is in, go in with the marinade we prepared earlier and then coat it with the plantains really well. For the fish, I'm using croaker fish. Typically in Nigeria, we use ice fish, that is mackerel fish or any ice fish. But trust me, you can use any fish that you like or that you prefer. There's no monopoly of the kind of fish to use for bole, alright? So this fish is cleaned. I've gone ahead to cut it in half. I also scored it so that the seasoning can penetrate into it really well. Next, I went in with some vegetable oil and some seasoning cubes. Rub it all over it just like this. In place of the seasoning cube, you may choose to use salt, but the seasoning will make it more delicious. So massage that into the fish really well, and then lastly go in with some of the marinade we prepared earlier. That is the one we used for the plantain. So rub it all over the fish and our fish is ready to be grilled. So I'm going to place this on my baking rack just like this. If you have an outdoor grill, oh great, it's going to make it taste even better. You know, that smokiness and everything, yummy. So yeah, place both the fish and the plantain on the rack and bake. Now my oven has a setting that says grill. If you're baking, use 370 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes, making sure to flip in between. Alright, so we're going to prepare this stew. I have my red bell pepper, onion, and scotch bonnet here, which I'll blend roughly. Once this is done, set it aside. Next, heat up some palm oil, and I'm using my Medpac Farms red palm oil. Add your blended pepper mix and some seasoning. That's all. You want to fry until it is dry. In between, go ahead, check on your fish, flip it around to make sure that all the sides are evenly done. Today's hug is for Casey Tabor, watching from Texas. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. Alright, our stew is dry now. It is ready. Take it off the heat. Finally, this was about 35 minutes later. Look at our fish and plantain looking good. The aroma in my kitchen at this point was nose blinding. This recipe catapulted me back to Port Harcourt. It was so good. I hope you get to try it out. See you in my next one. Bye.